Peace, fam. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, I appreciate you. And be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. And when you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Today, I want to talk about a word that's been in the news and the media a lot lately, especially over the past couple of weeks. And it's the word phobia. And the watering down of this word to fit an agenda. Now, as you know, the last few weeks, the word transphobia has been thrown around. Well, it's been thrown around a lot over the last few years, but specifically, I want to speak about the last few weeks when it came to Dave Chappelle's comedy special, The Closer. And he's pretty much telling his jokes, and I've done a video about that. Where basically, if you watch his series of comedy specials, he's basically humanizing those who want to be called, transgender, go by the title of transgender, humanizing them, putting them on no higher pedestal than everybody else. And then asking them to, hey, understand that they were all human. We all in the same fight. Don't look for more than us. Don't think you have more rights than us because we don't have more rights than you. We all want to have the same rights and respect. That's basically what he was saying in his videos, but everyone's want to say, well, not everyone. But the LGBTQ community wants to holler that he's transphobic. Lil Boosie. This guy who's, I don't know what his music genre is, but this guy named Lil Nas X came out, did a video saying that him and Boosie was coming out with a song, basically trolling. And Lil Boosie went on a rant, went off on him. And the LGBTQ community didn't say anything about Lil Nas X, just out here trolling, trying to troll Lil Boosie. And getting a reaction or a rise out of him. They didn't say anything about that. They just wanted to say that Lil Boosie was transphobic. And it's like, to me, it's like they throw the word around, and the meaning that they're trying to give it does not fit the original or the correct definition of the word. Floyd Mayweather, they got on him about not wanting to take a picture with a guy because he had a man with painted fingernails, and the first thing the little boy hollers, "Oh, he transphobic." It's like maybe he just don't want to take a picture with a guy with painted fingernails. It's simple as that. We all got our preferences, and we have a right to like and dislike what we want. But anyway, as I was saying, every time I hear the word transphobic, I don't know, it makes me feel some type of way because it's like, dude, they're using a word that out of context, period. And they get away with it, nobody's checking them, and they let them use it. So the more they let them use it, the more they feel they have a right to say it. And I'm here to say that it's not right. Use the correct terminology. Don't use a word just to fit your narrative to try to get more people to sympathize with you, because it's it's just to me it's not right. But anyway, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to break down the definition of phobia and break down what the LGBTQ community, transgender really, or homophobic, I guess the LGBTQ community, what they're trying to accomplish with all this. So first, let's define the word phobia. And it states, it's an irrational fear of something that's unlikely to cause harm. And first thing I could think of is, I don't think Floyd Mayweather was in fear of a teenage boy. One, this man is a world champion. Been boxing his entire life pretty much. Probably 95% of his life has been based on boxing. And he has some pretty big bodyguards. I don't think Floyd Mayweather was in fear of some boy with some painted fingernails. He may dislike him having the painted fingernails, but I didn't see no fear. Now, they gotta understand, but you gotta understand, words are powerful. Okay, so phobias, also, you wanna go back to the definition, phobias are a type of anxiety disorder which can lead to panic attacks, which I don't think anyone, like I say, Floyd Mayweather, Lil Boosie, Dave Chappelle, I don't think I've seen them guys have panic attacks or freak out when they're around, the LGBTQ people. I don't know of anyone personally. I know I have. I've worked with gay people. I worked in warehouses with gay people. I worked at grocery stores, went to school with, work now, you know what I'm saying, in the field I'm in now. Worked with gay people, around gay people. Never once have I got a panic attack standing next to them, talking to them, working alongside them, handling merchandise, dealing with patients. Never in my life have I ever had a panic attack, and haven't seen anyone do that. No one gets a panic attack over the LGBTQ community. But if there is, I don't know any. Now, there are some types of phobia. So let's name a few. You got acrophobia, which is the fear of heights. Aerophobia, the fear of flying. You got claustrophobia, the fear of confined or crowded spaces. Glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. Now, I myself can say that I suffered and suffering less and less the more I talk in public, but I suffer from glossophobia because I have a fear of speaking in public. I took a speech class in college just to help me with this years back. And I remember standing in front of the class, and it was an online class at first, but if you wanted to, at the end of the semester, you had to do like a speech, a presentation, or what have you. Now you could have did it on, record yourself with a couple people in the room and sent it in. But I said, you know what, to overcome my fear of this, I'm gonna go to the classroom. So you can also go to the class and do it in front of the students. Went there on this day, and classroom was full. So I said, so it was my turn. She asked anybody want to volunteer. Let a couple people go ahead of me. Then I said, you know what? I got to do this. Stood in front of the class. You had 5 minutes to start your speech. And when you got ready, you can hit a button. Or maybe it was 3 minutes, 3 or 5 minutes. Can't remember. To start your speech. You got a button. You either hit the button or you point to the person and they hit the button, they'll start. So it took every second. I stood up there, had my presentation ready, got ready to start, stop. Got ready to start, stop. I waited till the last second, closed my eyes, and hit the button or pointed to the person, and the clock started. When that clock started, I started. Did my little presentation, tried to, you had a time limit, and I was nervous as all outdoors because I have a fear of speaking in public. Even now, no matter where I go, when somebody say, hey, in my business that I have, doing radio interviews and doing interviews in front of people, talking to people, they say, hey, we're gonna do a radio interview, or we're gonna call y'all on stage and you're gonna talk about your business. I freak out. But I had to stand there, sit there, get my composure, and then I'll start talking. That is a phobia, because I get pretty much internal panic attacks before it starts. Never feel that way being around any human being. Unless, so I can understand a dude trying to kill you, but just a person to person, you walk by hundreds and thousands of people a day. The word phobic, homophobic, transphobic makes no sense. It does not fit in this. I say phobia or phobic is it's such a strong suffix. Why not use the proper word? And why not use the word masia, which is a Greek word, which literally means hatred, dislike, or aversion, which means a strong dislike. There's no fear in that. You can say homomasia, transmasia, but the problem is, and this goes toward the agenda, that word does not hit the same as phobic, because everybody knows what phobic means. Phobic means fear. Masia means dislike, or you might hate it. I know people that may hate me because or dislike me because of the color of my skin, or the way I talk, or maybe the way I look, or the money I make, or whatever the case may be, whether it's more than or less than or whatever. You know, the car. I don't drive a fancy car, but you never know. People who don't have as much as you, they can hate. They can hate or dislike you, or may think that you judge them because of the way they do things, and it's far from the truth for me. Because I've been down on my luck, struggling like a sun gun as an adult up until recently, as maybe 3-4 years ago. But like I said, they may dislike me or hate me because of those things, but it doesn't mean they fear me. I can't sit there and say that you fear me because of the color of my skin or because I'm a man. You might just might not like me, just like dislike me, hate me. So that's two totally different things. Now, we can go into where like homophobia, which is a dislike or prejudice against gay people. Is the definition that they want you to believe, that they want to water down. Instead of saying homophobia would be a fear of gay people. But they don't want to use, like I say, masia, which is a dislike of gay people. If I do not want to take a picture with a guy that has painted fingernails, it does not mean I fear him. If I do not want to kiss a transgender male on a reality TV show, does not mean that I fear transgenders. I just choose not to do that. You don't know what a true fear would be? Oh, for a transgender person, a good example. Just this past weekend, there was a MMA fight, I believe it was in Poland, where there was a transgender fight, a woman versus a woman. And the transgender beat the true woman, beat her so bad in the second round, knocked her out. It was a brutal fight. So let's say she wants to fight another woman. If another woman saw this fight and was like, nah, I'm not fighting this dude or this transgender, then you have a right to say she's transphobic because she fears that transgender person. She's transphobic towards that fighter in that particular instance because she fears that transgender person is could quite possibly do the same thing to her that he did to the person before her. You understand what I'm saying? That is a true definition of transphobic. Other than that, man, you gotta miss me with the rest of this stuff. So the question is, are these fears or are these just dislike? And this is the same for everyone. Everyone doesn't fear the same thing. Everyone doesn't dislike everything. You may have people who do fear transgender people, thinking that if they get too close to them, that they may turn them gay. Or maybe they just fear that if they get too close to them, that they may find out that they live an alternative lifestyle. Who knows what the reasoning is? Another good example. Back in the day, used to be a TV show, one of these reality shows, talk shows, not the reality show, talk show, back in the, I don't want to say 80s or 90s. I can't remember. Was it Jenny Jones? It was Jenny something. And it was a big story in the news because she brought these people on there that wanted to tell somebody that they liked them. And they didn't know they had a crush on them. Brought two guys out. The one guy went out and said that he, liked this person and this, that, third. Dude was real embarrassed, and you could tell he just all blushing and sweating and everything up there. Said it was straight or what have you. Then next thing you know, I think that right about the time the show went out, I don't think the show hadn't even came out yet. He went, the straight guy went and killed the gay guy. So I'm saying, like, then you got rumors that maybe the guy was gay and was afraid that the dude was gonna out him, or putting his business out there. I've seen where people who were gay, and you can tell that they were gay, when someone else who was gay got around them and tried to out him, they went off. And had a big problem, wanted to fight the person, everything, and wanted to deny it till the day they died. But you could tell that they lived an alternative lifestyle. It was blatant. As a matter of fact, there was some girls who sit there and would tell you that, yeah, this guy is gay. I know he gay because we told him he's gay. We hang out, this, that, and third, blah, blah. But get around us, like I was saying, they get around us, and it's a totally different scenario. Though they act totally different, in denial, ready to die and kill to hide what they are. So you can call them transphobic. And so I did a video about the Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X incident, and I called Lil Nas X heterophobic. And someone put in the comment, I don't know if they were being serious, trying to be funny, tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic, or whatever, it said, there's no such thing as heterophobic. And that was toxic. And I'm like, what? And I'll say, you know what? I would like to agree with you. But if someone can be afraid of the gay or the LGBT people, you don't think someone could be afraid of someone because they're heterosexual? Gotta be. Because you gotta play both sides of the fence. Because so if one is not real, then that means the other one is not real. But the other one isn't real to the extent they're trying to make it, because again, all these people that you claim are scared of gay people. But again, you want to downplay the definition as a dislike or a prejudice against gay people. That's not a phobia, man. It's not a phobia. I'm sorry. Now, I'm just gonna end the video on this here. I do not eat pork. Haven't eaten it since 1993. Would you say will not eat it when I go out to restaurants? I try to order things that are not cooked for the most part, or hopefully take a chance on, eating something that going somewhere where it look like, they probably clean the grill off every time they put something new, scrape the grill off before they put something new on. But like I said, I would not eat pork. Would you say I'm scared of pork? Or the word would be corinophobia, which is a fear of pork. Would I be considered corinophobic? I would say no, because I can be around pigs, hunt them. You understand me? I can go to the store, walk by it in the grocery store. Yeah, I can pick the package up, take it home. If the family want to eat some pork, some ribs or whatever, hell, I even barbecue it for them. I don't eat it. Shoot, I go hunting, fishing, like I say, shooting hogs. I get all that meat and take it either and give it to the family or donate it. But because I don't like pork, you'd be a fool to sit there and say that I'm afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it, I just don't like it. I got a Messiah. I said Corino Messiah is what it is. And if you don't like it, then that means if you don't see it, then that sounds like a personal problem. But anyway, tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. I just felt I had to just bring this out, bring this up, make a video about it, speak my mind about it, because somebody needs to. Because again, words are powerful, man. Words are very powerful, and they can do some damage, especially if you use it out of context. It's like using the B word amongst females. You got some women that'll listen to music, or you got women that'll meet each other, greet each other in the street, and call each other and say, "What's up, B? What's up, B?" And B-I-T word, and or say, "Oh yeah, I'm the baddest B-I-T in the world, man." Or you's a bad B-I-T or whatever. I'm that B you don't want to mess with. This and the third. You're like, But then let me, which I wouldn't, but let me get mad at you and call you that. You would have a fit, ready to explode, ready to call your daddy, your brother, your cousins, your baby daddies, all of them. You be ready to call them all to tell them that I called you out your name and see which one of them is going to try to come and kill me. You would, but that's a word that is used out of context. It can cause damage. To me, the word phobia has caused, I would say, irreparable damage, because everybody knows what phobia truly means. I don't care what kind of definition, what kind of modern day definition you want to give it. Words, people know what phobia means, and like I say, most of us are not afraid of people with an alternative lifestyle. You do what you do, let us do what we do, and that's fine. Words like the word cis, like people say cisgender. Now, if you don't know how it's spelled, and you hear the word cisgender, because they try to say cisgender means a man, a masculine man, or whatever, so they call it cisgender. First thing I would think of is cis is like a woman, like a sister, or a sissy, which would be, back in the day, would be a term for the LGBTQ people. That's what I would think. But so I'm thinking, if you keep saying the word cisgender, you are going to feminize, just by the words you speak, emasculate a masculine man, a man. So my point of this video is, we need to nip this in the bud. We need to stop it, just like stop saying the N-word. It's just something we need to stop saying. Use it leave it in its original, correct context. We can even say the word gay, because originally gay meant happy. As recent as the Flintstones in the 1960s, when the theme song, have a yabba dabba doo time and have a gay old time. When I was a kid, we used to laugh, like we used to snicker like little kids, like little girls, gay. But that was in the 80s. But it's like, hell, 20 years before that, gay just meant happy. So let's go back and just using the word gay in its original context. I think we will be able to alleviate a lot of problems, a lot of misunderstandings, and we can get to more of understanding everybody being on one page. But we got to start somewhere, and that's where I think we need to start. But anyway, like I said, tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you feel about the word phobia and how it's used. You think it's being used correctly, or you think it's being misused? And if you think it's being used correctly, tell me how. Tell me why. On what percentage? If you think it's being misused, tell me what percentage of it do you think it's being misused? But with that being said, hey, thank y'all for watching again. As always, like I say, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell when you subscribe. Be sure to leave comments down below. Give me a like or dislike, whichever one you feel. If you want to support the channel, go to the description box. Hit the links in the description box. Got a website where you can purchase merchandise. That way you can, get, like I say, be fair trade. You buy something, you give money, you buy a product, I send you a product. Instead, you just, send the money for free, unless you just, feel like hitting the Cash App or what have you. You're showing a YouTube channel. Hit that TubeBuddy link and subscribe to TubeBuddy. It will help you find the hot topics of the day, of the week that you can create content on. It also show you some of the highest ranking tags to use, where you can get more views, which can help you get more subscriptions, which can help you get closer and closer to being monetized, which is what we all want to do. And with that being said, I leave you the same way that I came, and that's with peace.